much stuff floating around. I don't know. People trying to say they wasn't together.
Basically was trying to get into a threesome. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another experience known as K and Manny. I'm the one they call Manny. She's the lady of all K's. And remember, this episode is sponsored by
Lady K Enterprises, which we are a financial service firm. We are here to help you start your business needs, whether you need someone to help you start your business, if you need an assistant, if you need your taxes prepared, we can do all that. We can help. And also with the media services.
That is correct. What's going on?
I'm excited because today, Manny and I have this topic that, that can never die out. It doesn't matter that, this got played a while ago, but this gentleman right here, he's a piece of work. I'm sure y'all probably heard his name. Manny, what's the name?
You want me to say it? Okay, since you're going to get triggered.
Say his name.
Since you're going to be very triggered in this episode, let me just go ahead and say it. Yes, we're talking about Kevin Samuels, okay? Yes, we are talking about that man, that dude, the man, yes, the legend, the myth, and...
You said the legend?
Well, in some people's mind, he's a legend. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Anyway, we're going to talk about a clip that pretty much went viral. Basically, him talking about depictions of a role of a wife, the difference between two generations, and also the statement he made saying, what did he say? Women segregate into more comfortable positions or job positions, as he say, versus dangerous job positions. So we're going to play. Okay, I already know what time it is already with you.
Listen, y'all know Lady K come and I don't play no games. Listen, let me tell you something.
A long episode. I can see this now. This is going to be a long episode.
Let me tell you something. I got so much to say, but I'm going to let this play first before I go and say what I want to say. So, let's start off with this freaking apple. Y'all ready for this? Hold on. Let me play this for y'all.
Okay.
Mr.
Do it.
D. Kevin Samuels.
Yes.
Here we go.
Background? What do you mean play the background?
Play your natural role.
My natural role in being a wife?
Yes, the background.
I don't think a natural role as a wife is in the background.
Show me where in the world a natural wife is in front.
She's not in front, but she's beside.
No, she's not.
Why she's not, Kevin?
Are you out of your French toast mind?
Don't start. Don't do that now, Kevin. I'm just giving you my opinion.
Okay. Well, when a burglar comes, are you standing when somebody's coming to break in the house, are you side by side beside your husband? Or are you standing behind him because he's going to have to take the bullet?
To be honest, I'm standing beside my husband.
Then you out of place.
Why am I out of place?
Oh, my God.
Am I too masculine for it?
Oh, my God. Hell yeah. Your place... Oh, my God. Hold on. Why are you out of place? I'm telling you why you're out of place. Your place is behind your husband, guarding the children.
Okay. So I'm really on here. Okay.
So when your mother... How about your grandmother?
Okay.
Hold on, Hannah. Your grandmother, was she married?
That's another thing, Mr. Kevin.
Hold on, Hannah. Let me come back to you. Hannah. Was your grandmother married?
Yes, my grandmother was. But that's the thing I'm trying to explain to you. We're in two different generations right now. The generation that you're trying to explain to us, my generation is not living like that no more.
Yeah, and that's why you're dying by yourself.
Well, who says there isn't a man that's willing to take me for him to me for me?
1 in 4 of you will marry. I mean, look, man, the stats don't work for your argument. Prior to 1965, black people were married at a rate of 80%. You go out to any cemetery, you'll see a black man buried next to a black woman.
Mm-hmm.
But you go after 1990, and you'll start seeing black women buried around her children.
Why is that?
Because y'all are unruly, unsubmissive, and out of line.
Well,
Go to a restaurant on Friday or Saturday night, and you'll see a mama. You may see her with her mother and a bunch of kids. There will be no husband.
Well, how many women at that point in time had degrees and education? Everybody.
What the fuck does your degree mean?
Why doesn't it mean anything?
What is your degree in?
But why doesn't it mean?
What is it? What's the degree in?
That's not the question.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. No, I tell you, no, because almost 90% of the degrees women get are in humanities.
That's not the question, though, Mr.
Yes, it is.
That's not it.
You don't seem to understand. A fucking communications degree is pointless.
How is it pointless? And who says my education and my degree is incomplete?
Okay, if you want to play the game with me, I'll play it with you. You want to bring up degrees, you're going to have to be specific. What percentage of women get degrees that are in science, engineering, technology, or math? Infrastructure.
I don't think that matters.
That's your problem. You don't understand what's important.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right. There's so much I just want to unleash here. First of all, let me go back to what he said, that you don't know how to play your position. Let me say something to you, Mr. Samuels. First of all, what you did, you compared a situation to where a wife is supposed to be in position in a situation versus her daily position. First of all, yes, if an intruder comes in the house, the man is going to go first because it is his job to protect his household. So yes, in that sense, yes, his wife will be standing behind him. However, in a day-to-day decision, perfect example, President Barack Obama, when he go out and do his work in the community, where is his wife positioned? Right next to him. She's supposed to be right side to him, not in the back like other presidents I ain't gonna name, and that's just a horrible example of a marriage. But sir, I'm sorry, your little antidote or the way that you break it down, that to comparison, that was horrible. I'm sorry, that was really horrible. And then at the same sense, yeah, I get it. You know, back in the day, yes, the husband and wife was buried next to each other, but you also got to understand too, in today's world, there's a reason why some of the men and women are not together. And it's not just us. Some of that stuff is, you know, regarding to the separation, because guess what? That's what the government want. They want the household separated. They want the husband and wife separated. Guess what? They've been doing to us for 400 years. So, sir, there's a lot of factors that play into that too. It's not just us. We had to get tough. We had to get strong because guess what? Y'all were not in the household. And guess what? Here's another thing, sir. Because you was not in the household, and not even just that, because women wanted to be more than just a wife and just a mother. We wasn't just put here just to reproduce. Yes, we was here to be a helpmate. A helpmate has a lot of factors. We can also help in the world as well too. So a degree, what we choose to go to school for, that should not play a factor in anything. It does not matter if it's in human resources. It does not matter if it's in nursing. You know, it does not matter if it's a communication. First of all, you should want a woman that know how to communicate. First of all, you should know that there's different ways of communication, sir, which you don't even know because you communicate one way. So I'm gonna hold myself. Because Manny, I know you got something to say. I'm gonna hold myself.
No, I'm letting you cook.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold myself, but you know, that's what I gotta say about that part, sir. Manny.
Oh, you done? Okay. Yeah, I was trying to find something to drink while you was going, because you was going a million miles an hour. But I'll put it to you like this. I mean, obviously, at time to time, I listen to Kevin Samuels. I listen to his perspective, even though there are some things I may agree with, there are some things I may not agree with. In this case, I might just shoot him some bail. I think what he's talking about, as far as being side by side, I think it's more of the positioning of husband, wife, children. Now,
I understand that.
Granted, the way he may have said that may have been a little wonky, but at the end of the day, I think I have an idea what he's trying to say. It's more like the husband is supposed to be, I don't want to say the leader of the house because people take that out of context, but I think in some levels, yeah, the guy should be the man of the house per se, should be the guy that, you know, at the end of the day, all the responsibility falls on him, whether it's the child being the child doing whatever and getting caught, or the wife, something happening to the wife and he has to take reins of everything. I mean, yeah, I understand where a lot of people may get that context kind of mixed up, but at the end of it, I think I try to see what he's saying. It's just more positioning versus like, oh, you have to stand, you know, why are you standing next to me? You should be behind me. No, it's not about that. I think it's more about positioning as far as, you know, the husband being the head of the household and making sure that the house is intact, regardless of what's going on inside the house or outside of the house. And I think in my perspective, let's be honest, The way I've always looked at it from a perspective of my family, yeah, we all have our part. We all play our positions, and the wives play a strong position. But at the end of the day, when they come into the house, who do they always say? Let me speak to the father. So it's always that level of respect. However, I see your point as well, because I feel like sometimes he may have said it incorrectly in a way, but then again, I kind of understand what he's saying on that level.
Yeah, so for me, this piggybacking off what you saying, you was like the man. You said at first, you said the man is the leader of your house, of the house, but then you corrected yourself and you was like, he is the head of the house. Yes, let's get that in place. He is the head of the house. He's supposed to submit himself to God first. That's like if you want me to take it to the biblical, when Eve was out of order, and they did what they did. What did God do? God came to Adam. He said, Adam, where are you? Because I gave you a specific instructions. And when God gave Adam the specific instruction, then Adam was to discuss that with his wife, which he did. And then, Eve did what she did. But then at the end of the day, still God went back to Adam. Well, how come? Well, his probably gonna say, well, God, I can't control this woman that you gave me. And this is why you have to be on one accord. And see, when you put that position in your head, I'm leader, I'm this, and you don't bring your wife into the conversation or treat it as equal, she's gonna do her. But anyways, there's more to share. Let me share the rest of this because I don't want to go on because he just got a mouth.
That's a whole topic within itself, personally.
Right. So let me just press play more.
Okay, go for it.
What's important, Mr. Samuels?
Who is that?
What's important, Mr. Samuels?
That y'all are completely out of line. That you don't even understand how the world works. You're running on override. Men build the world that you live in.
Oh, okay.
Who built that house or apartment you live in? Was it a crew of women? Who designed the metal work? Who put in the floor, the plumbing, the electrical system, the heating? Who put that in? The car you drive, was that built by a crew of women?
So women are not capable of doing none of those things. None.
You're not good at it. And we're given a choice. Excuse me, because we're given a choice, because women are free today, right? And you're educated, right? Then why don't we see 51% of the construction workers as women? Why don't we see 51% of the engineers as women? Why don't we see 51% of the plumbers, electricians, military, train operators, heavy, dangerous work as women? Because when given an opportunity, women segregate themselves into more comfortable positions. Men do the dangerous work to build society.
Okay.
That's your place.
That's my place. I should follow my husband. I should follow the man. That's his place. We're not equal. He's stronger than me.
He is. No, he is. Go look at Bear Grylls Island season 2. And they dropped a bunch of men and a bunch of women on a deserted island and gave them some basic tools. And they had to survive for 6 weeks. By the end of day 1, the women had gotten lost and were fractured. By the end of day 1, men got from one side of the island, started building out a shelter. By the end of 6 weeks, the men had damn near made the internet. By the end of 6 weeks, women almost would have died 4 times.
I feel like growing up, seeing my grandfather, seeing my daddy pay all the bills, do everything in their power to make sure the home is kept well, they still went out and did bullshit over their wives.
Excuse me. Hold on. Let me stop you right here. First off, stay in your damn place as a child. That ain't your motherfucking business.
But I'm grown now.
But ain't your business. Excuse me. Stop. Breathe. No, I will shut this shit down. I will shut this shit down and finish. That is not. It's not your place. You tell the worst part of everything. But where do you ever? I never hear you women give black men credit. It's always talk about the waiting to exhale and the color purple bullshit.
That's the bullshit right there. Let me tell you something. I go to therapy, and me and my parents and my grandparents, the shit they go through might not have been my business, but I inhaled it. I saw that.
That's your problem. Okay. And how old are you?
It can be my fault.
How old are you?
I'm 30.
Okay. Well, do respect, man. The world doesn't owe you and me understanding. Because hold on. Because there are people in this world. I will shut this shit down. I won't. No. We don't do that. See, you talking about the traumas that your grandmother and mother, ain't your business. Stay in the child's place.
I'm not a child anymore, Mr. Sam.
I'm just enjoying looking at your facial expressions at this point.
I'm sure you are. So naturally, absolutely, men are naturally stronger than us when it comes to physical work. So yes, you can do those things. Yes, you help put the buildings and you laid the foundations and things like that. I'm not taking that away. But see what y'all tend to forget, because remember we went back and we said the men is the head, right? The men is the head, but y'all forget the woman is the neck. And you got to give the credit when the credit is due, because you got to remember, men and women, it's a union. It's not a competitive. So all of this stay in your place, sir. In order for you to even lay the bricks, to even do some of that stuff, guess what? Some of the women help design or put into place because they had vision. So because we had vision, because we had the skills to maybe calculate the math and stuff like that, then it was for your place to go ahead and lay it. So let's not get that twisted, okay? Because I think sometimes, he being so tremendous and they built, yeah, that's cool. But then also too, give us credit too. And he's talking about, we don't give y'all credit. We give y'all credit. To be honest, we love y'all. And I kind of feel like we protect y'all, but where is our protection? You know how many men I'm tired of hearing is Black women is ghetto? Your mama's ghetto. If a Black woman, if you came from a Black woman and your whole family is Black and you out there saying, oh, they ghetto, then you're talking about your mama. You're talking about your sister. And you're talking about your daughter. No, we're not all ghetto. And then guess what? You cannot classify us by a race. You have to classify the person by their mentality. It's not about the race, because guess what? There are some people in the ghettos of other ethnic group. There's a ghetto to every ethnic group, excuse me. So what I'm saying is, Kevin Samuels, don't degrade us. Don't make it seem like we can't do extra in the world, because we can. We give you your credit that you go out there and you laid the pipe. But then Shorty said, and I love this part, she said she's seen stuff. See, that's the thing. A lot of men just think, oh, because I laid it, and you think you laid it in other areas too, I'm men, I can do what I want. I'm sorry, sir. Infidelity is not excusable. How you treat women is not excusable. And he's saying that, she's supposed to stay in her place. How is she supposed to stay in her place when you're exposing a child to that? I'm going to stop right there.
The whole time you was triggering me, but we'll move on from that point. But one thing I thought was interesting, because you gave an analogy saying, yes, the men are the hell, but y'all are the neck. I don't particularly 100% agree with that. What I will say is the man is the head. The man is the head, and the women is the body. No. And the reason why I say that is because you just said y'all are visionaries, correct?
Absolutely.
Okay, so I'll put it to you like this. If the man is the head and they're the providers and they, keep everything intact, as per se, then let's be real. Y'all keep the house together. And when I say y'all, I mean like the wife, the mother, everybody. Because again, from what I've experienced, my father, hey Dad, how you doing? My father went out there and worked. I mean, I seen him get ready, get dressed, put the Brute by Fabergé on himself, and go to work every single day. Who was at home most of the time? My mom. But let's make some understanding here. My mom wasn't just home doing nothing. My mom was making sure that the bills were mailed out. She was making sure the house is clean. He was making sure that me and my brother did our homework, even though 90% of 60% of the time we didn't. And the fact that we made sure that everything was intact, because let's be real, if we got in trouble, we did not want to. When I say we, me and my brother, when we got in trouble, we rather deal with mom than deal with dad, because let's be real. If dad came home and had somewhat of a bad day at work, guess who's gonna take it out on?
Right. I get that part.
But not for nothing. I mean, yeah. One thing for sure is, are there certain positions that are more catered to men? Absolutely. But I'm not going to just look at women and say, well, if you think you can do this, go ahead and do it. I'm not saying that at all, because I've seen women be construction workers and women build buildings and women be plumbers and women do a lot of other I like to say blue collared jobs. But you just said it. A marriage is not a competition. It's a union. It's a partnership.
Right. Absolutely.
So let's make something clear. I'm not going to just look at my wife or whoever she is and say, well, you make more money than me, I should stay home. That's bullshit.
Lady K.